Welcome to Home Service Happy Hour, brought to you by ServiceMonster. I want to get into ServiceMonster a little bit and just some of the things you guys are working on and things that are in the pipeline and cool stuff coming out. But Joe Kowalski, I'll say founder, because that's what I think he is, but you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Joe was on my old podcast, I think 3 times. Every time he came on, he refused to even talk about ServiceMonster because he was always awkward of talking about the cool stuff about ServiceMonster. He didn't want to sound braggadocious, but he was so philosophical. You would just go on for hours going into just dark holes of whatever was going on in Joe's mind, which is great because that was bookkeeping, beer and BS, and we would just beer and BS. And so I don't know how much Joe is involved anymore, but I understand there's been a transition at ServiceMonster with Joe kind of stepping back. What's that been like? What's the new vibe like? And I know you guys have some other CRMs that you partner with that have different pathways, if you will. Give us a little the lay of the land of ServiceMonster. I'll say post Joe for lack of a better term.
Yeah. So Zach, you want me to take this one?
Go for it. Yeah.
All right. So actually last year, a business came in. So Teamfront is we call it our parent organization. Teamfront came in, purchased ServiceMonster, has jumped in here. We had that acquisition take place last year. So there've been a few changes around here and everything, but the amazing part about Teamfront and what they brought to the table for us is that we now have a backing of just kind of a large investment and everything to be able to come and invest in the development of the product, making sure we're getting the features that we've talked about for a long time, that customers have been asking for us or from us, that we're getting those out to the market. So that has been the number one change. Joe is, Joe's really no longer involved in ServiceMonster, but Teamfront has stepped in with a massive investment here. And so the teams right now we're kind of building this foundation, but we're improving everything and lifting everything up kind of along the way. They talk about how, a rising tide lifts all boats. Teamfront is that rising tide for us.
Yeah. And I'll add on there. I think shout out to Joe, because obviously a lot of people are interested in a product like this with what it does and how many people it does truly help. And he was very picky with people he wanted to partner with and have, come in and continue to excel what we have going on over here. And it's really been great. I think to be able to give ServiceMonster the push forward to get in front of more people, help more people, things of that nature. Just because, like I said earlier in the call, I want to sell a product that benefits people, right? And so being able to get this in front of more people, that was one of his big beliefs, and I know he's stoked about it.
Hey, Home Service Heroes, thank you guys so much for tuning into our Home Service Happy Hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.